Fuck all of you.
Hey, everybody. Just my...
That was not addressing the stream audience. That was part of the previous conversation we were having right before the stream started.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys. That's not... No, it wasn't meant for all of you out there. It was for me.
Yeah, fuck all of you. All one of you.
Yeah. It's because I have multiple personalities. That's what he was saying. Fuck all of me.
You wanna die again.
She fell twice. Holy shit. She was just walking the second time. Alright.
She needs the life alert, whatever the hell that thing is.
Oh, yeah. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, a fucking 12-year-old girl has broken, brittle bones. It's like, oh, my fucking plastic hip. Oh my god.
That's what the black scroll does. Gives you bonitis. Alrighty, we're gonna finish the game with an asterisk today. So that's pretty poggers, right?
No.
Oh there, getting on?
Sure
I
am.
don't like
buddy.
how the village hasn't changed at all in 5 years or 6 or whatever it was.
Well, yeah. I guess it could look a little more different. What's up, Galnarius? I've decided to go with physical media only from now on. Really?
Right on. That's the way to go.
Yeah, that's
Are we ready?
admirable, I suppose. It depends on what your preferences are, I guess. But yeah,
Let's all make it back
Guess he's
alive,
not playing
okay?
God of Protectors anytime soon.
It's a plan.
Or did it come out on physical media? Did they do a limited run of that bullshit?
yeah. I did eventually get my limited run copy of God of Protectors. So
Oh.
I mean, yeah. I guess I can't be mad at them for that anymore, but I still sort of am.
Well, but those don't count. Limited run is fake. It doesn't count.
Yeah,
It's made up.
that's true. Walmart are discontinuing physical games and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not know that. I guess I'm not surprised, but I didn't know that they were actually doing that.
Well, time to start modding my PS2 like I had thought about earlier. And, gotta get to an Xbox 360 and mod that, and I'll have all the games I need for the rest of my life.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I wonder why Walmart would. It's not like physical games take up a large section of their store.
I don't know.
If that's why they're discontinuing them, but it's a reason I could think of.
That's a good question, yeah. I mean, are they replacing them with, like, vouchers? Or, like, download codes or something? Is that what's going on?
I could see that. That's more compact than a disc, and also if that's stolen, I think it's only activated if you go. It's like a gift card. It's only active if you take it to the cash register and they do some crap.
Right, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
So you can steal all the codes you want, but if you don't pay for them, then they're useless.
Right.
God, your Discord stream looks like shit.
I mean, is it just the frame rate, or does it look like a similar kind of shitty quality that we were getting last time?
It's doing what it did last time, turning into a Game Boy camera.
Jesus.
But
I don't know.
your stream is still looking sharp.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know, man. Fucking Discord, I guess.
And it only started during this playthrough, so this game is cursed.
Yeah, I think it might be the visuals, right? Like maybe the colors or the detail or something might be going on, or maybe it's just that they made changes to their streaming. I don't know.
Gameplay camera. Hitboxes correct. I think everything's going digital because corporations want more control over what you play and what you own.
Mm-hmm.
They want to let you own less for the same price.
Right.
Which is bullshit. If all these games started being marked down $20,
Mhm.
then I could see it. Like if you bought the digital version of Mario Elephant and it was $40, or you want the physical for $60, I could see that. But they're not doing that. They're charging $60 for both versions. And it's bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. I had a
Well, it's
PS4
not
account,
bullshit.
but I bought everything digitally and lost the account. That sucks. That would suck.
Well, hey, you can buy PlayStation Insurance, which will back up your password and account name
God,
for $20 a month.
that would be some shit that they would do.
It's $20 a month. All they do is store your username and password in a text file, and then they'll send it to you if you forget it.
Yeah.
I'm a big, strong gimp boy now. I hate everything being digital because you have to update a game damn near every time you play it.
Yeah.
And it's no longer a choice. And I can understand that for online games, like a fighting game or Call of Duty. But if I want to play Kingdom Hearts without the patches, that should be my fucking choice.
Right.
And you can even disable trophies while I play the unpatched version. I don't even care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trophies are fucking stupid.
I'll take that compromise if that was an option. I'd be like, yeah, turn off achievements, whatever. I don't care.
The better compromise is throwing your PS4 out the fucking window and buying a PS3. There you go. Compromise complete.
Okay. Yeah. I had two-step verification. The phone it sent the password to, I accidentally washed. Oh my god, that really sucks. I have like, I mean, I have a fear that, you know, one day that's gonna happen to my Steam account or something, and I have so many games on there. It would be like, it would be a lot to lose, you know.
Mm. We need that 4-step verification.
Yeah.
Or not even more verification steps, more recovery options, I guess.
Right. Right.
That it can be sent to a different email or maybe a second phone number.
Yeah.
Or you can send it to... You can mail me my password in the fucking mail.
Yeah. in a Hallmark greeting card or something.
Yeah. And I don't... Charge me $10 for the fucking letter in the mail. I don't care. It beats not having access to your account.
Yeah.
I've been playing Ratchet and Clank 2 on the PS2 on my big fatty ass CRT, and it's been really fun. I enjoy just playing the game and not having to deal with everything else.
That is nice.
It's refreshing to not see, to boot the console up and not see an XMB. And go to the fucking game and start the game. No, it jumps right into the fucking game.
Yeah, there's a real lost value there. I think people don't realize how important that sort of thing was, because they've been conditioned by the corporations to accept this new way of doing things.
Well, it's worth it to play NBA 2K24, 25.
Maybe you're right.
Consoles are going to be so expensive that you have to sell your old console to afford the new console, which is something people already do.
That's true, yeah.
I don't, and I don't think you do.
No.
So I guess we have the luxury of keeping our old consoles. But, yeah. I'm gonna have to take out a fucking mortgage to buy the PS6. It's gonna be so expensive. I'm gonna have to remortgage my house to get a loan to buy the PS6. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be worth it to play Madden 2K39. Fuck, how many times have you fought through this place, bro?
It's gonna be at least the third time.
Oh, damn, I get it. There's shades here.
You get the frickin' idea. Yeah, Ica was pretty cool looking for a PS2 game. That was true. I never finished that game. But I did finish Shadow of the Colossus. I like that one a lot.
The only bad thing about old game consoles is that the good games are sometimes pricey.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a greatest hits version and you can get it cheaper. But if it was an unpopular game but it was loved in retrospect, it's gonna be pretty pricey. Which is why you fucking pirate that shit, bitch. Hell yeah, CD burner for the win.
Hell yeah,
Swap
bro.
Magic, swapping this dick into the PS2. I don't even want my PS3 because there's internet connectivity with it and patches and stuff, but it has some pretty boss-ass games that aren't on the PS2, and it plays Blu-rays, which the PS2 does not.
Oh, yeah.
And I do have a couple Blu-rays. But that Blu-ray functionality saves me on having to keep a PS4.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. The choir's singing. That's how you know we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, I'm just staring at a bunch of pixels. Yeah.
That's how games are, if you think about it. It's a bunch of pixels, you know?
That's all life is.
That's true, yeah. An imperceptible amount of pixels being shot into your brain. That's all life is. So many doors.
These guys you're fighting right now, are they stronger? Because they look the same as any other shades.
I feel like they're about the same. They're probably technically stronger than the ones I've been fighting, like stats-wise, but they're pretty much the same in terms of like how long they take to kill.
I like that they look kind of creepy and withery and humanoid, but their design lacks personality.
Sure.
Not that that needs to be the goal of every design, but this fight you're doing makes me think of Kingdom Hearts fighting Heartless and how good their designs were, and how they had character, and they were enemies. They were enemies you'd dispatch in seconds, but they still had character.
Still Route A. We're still on the first one, but we're about to beat it, so...
Well, you better hurry the fuck up.
I'm trying.
I got a big important thing to do right now, and
I'm late for a funeral right now.
Oh, I had my component cable hooked up to my PS2, and the graphic was basically HDMI,
Yeah.
but better.
PS2 with component looks pretty damn good, I will say that.
But it has to be on a CRT. It has to be on a 240 hertz CRT.
Is it like Darius on Genesis with Route A? Not really. It's more like, you know, a linear series of routes that you encounter one at a time, pretty much. Kind of.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fight the Shadow Lord.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be epic.
Kaine is so far behind. So is Emil.
That's okay, I should teleport it in front of me, it's fine.
Hi, I'm the Shadow Lord, and I'm here to kill you. Lick my ass.
I have the power of darkness.
Look at my shadows, bitch. I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 the other day when Disaster Squad was over, and it kind of blew. I sucked at it. I don't know how I got anywhere in that game as a kid. Because I don't think I beat it, but I did get through quite a few of the levels. Oh, and I played Spider-Man, the movie, the game. And that was pretty balls.
Okay.
Really bad frame rate.
Mm-hmm. Oops. It was already in the right place. I just pushed it past it. That's fine.
Oh, bro, are you sequence breaking? Holy shit.
Nah. I'm sequence adhering.
Adhering.
Yeah, it's called doing what the game wants you to do at all times. Oh, I got a lot of fucking fireballs. Holy shit. He's running away. Stop it.
I don't think I could get rid of my PS3 because if I lost my computer, Fallout New Vegas and 3 are still on PS3. Those are games I like to go back to.
Yeah.
But a lot of the PS3 games I play are repackaged PS2 games, like the Kingdom Hearts series, Ratchet and Clank series, the Jak and Daxter series.
Right, right.
Dark Souls, a good PS2 game.
Oh yeah, classic.
Well, it was shitty enough to be one.
Damn, I can't believe you just said that.
Or it looked shitty enough to be one. Or Demon Souls does. The fucking face on the created character. Oh my god, bro.
They did get a little bit better at the faces of their characters as they went along.
Yeah. This is where
Oh, this is where you fought Hansel and Gretel.
That's right, yeah.
Wow. This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from
Yeah,
annoying
magazine.
hussies like
Yeah,
yourself.
that's not even funny. He's nothing like a magazine. It's like, oh, a magazine is like a book and it has pages, and he's a book and he has pages.
It's basically the same thing, bro. I think you're
And now the path is open.
wrong.
That
about
was like, I didn't want to say book, so let me think of a synonym for book.
Well,
Magazine.
It's a good insult because Vice doesn't want to be considered a magazine because he thinks he's like above everything. You know, he's a hoity-toity little butthole.
A little butthole.
Yeah. You take that, Vice. That's my insult for you.
So that's it. You despelled the door.
Yeah,
We
we used a key or something. We built a key with all those little fragments and then we unlocked it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Heart.
Yeah, they should put butthole in more games.
Oh, without a PS4, I'll never be able to play Bloodborne.
Yeah, yeah. And then you'll be sorry, buddy, when you're jonesing to fight the Orphan of Cause. You'll be sorry.
God. I still kind of have an itch to play Dark Souls again, or 2. It depends. Do I want to? It depends if I want to do something familiar or something new.
I see.
So it's either 1 or 2. I don't think I would go back to Demon Souls necessarily, and I wouldn't skip to 3. And you're talking to a bird.
You must answer.
Yeah.
It can talk.
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
Hmm.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because their lives are short, or because of a black disease?
Yo, that's racist, bro.
Let's go with the disease.
I answer because of a black disease.
The bird wasn't talking to you, bitch. He's talking to me.
How can humans extend
Oh, I
their
get the
lives?
same Amazon commercial again. Oh my god.
Damn, that's cool.
Oh, and this fucking family is watching a movie on their garage door with a projector.
Hmm.
What? Who the fuck would do that? It's fucking cold outside, and it's a projector. Like, that's fucking donkey on donkey right there.
Yeah, just go inside and watch it, and you don't have to freeze your nutsack off.
I hope they're watching How the Gringo Stole Christmas with George Lopez.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It looks like fucking shit. I swear, when I saw that, I thought it was like AI generated. Because it's so awful.
Yeah.
And stupid looking.
Yeah, it does seem like that. All right, he asked how humans. He said, "How can humans extend their lives? By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree, or by separating body from soul?"
By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
I answer by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
If you answer wrong, do you erupt in flames?
No, you just get sent back to the beginning. You have to do it again.
Well, it would have been cooler if you erupted into flames.
It says game over, yeah.
Yeah. What's with this translucent letterbox on the screen?
I appear to
What was
have
that
made an
about?
error.
It always does that for cutscenes. So I don't know why. I guess it's like so they can show the subtitles at the bottom. I don't know. It's a weird kind of choice. They've done it, I think, in multiple games. Even Automata, I think they still do it.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
Do you sucky my cock?
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells, or they are in the promised land, bursting with light.
I pick the correct answer.
I answer they are
Yeah,
placed in their
exactly.
corresponding shells.
Very well. You
Duh.
are acknowledged.
It's obvious.
That's what Automata is all about.
Yeah, come on.
You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
We did it. Let's go, guys.
Fuck, how many more doors do you have to open?
That's not too many more.
It's the twins from your village.
Popla, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey,
We're
Any
actually
chance you'll
secretly
just-
bad.
go back to the village. This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get
How
her
did they
out.
get here before you?
I don't know.
How did you get here?
He's asking the same question.
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
We're here to rescue Yona. What are you two doing here? They're right. Let's go back to the village. Let's just give up. I guess we'll go with the top one.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad.
They both have the same voice actor.
It's actually different. I'm pretty sure they're different people.
We didn't want to
I
fight
could not
you.
tell.
We really didn't want to.
It's interesting to see their faces after all this time.
Yeah.
Devil, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Are they shade? Who cares? We're fighting. We should not be talking.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness.
Yeah, you're
Why
such
do
a
you block
powerful
our path?
little nipple.
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
I don't think Kaine and Emil are doing anything. They're not helping.
They're doing their best, okay?
What now?
Oh, Saiyan fusion. Oh. Why didn't they do that at the beginning of the battle?
I don't know.
They copied my powers.
Oh.
Shit on
Well,
a
again, why
shithole.
didn't they
They
just
can
do
use
that
the
at the
sealed
beginning
verses.
crowds?
Of
Oh my
course
God.
we can. The power came
Did they
from
first
us
have
in
to
the first
witness
place.
Vice's powers
simply
to
loaned a
then
small
think,
portion of
maybe
it."
those powers are worth copying?
Maybe.
Vice, are you all right?
Devil, Phobos, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with this shade?
Oh, bro, you're about to die. Holy shit.
I'm doing fine. There's nothing to worry about. This is all going according to plan. Ah!
Do people on the NieR Reddit have debates over who is better, Devila or Popola?
Why?
Most likely, yeah.
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord. So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer.
His side the whole time.
You've got to face your own truth now.
Not my
Please,
truth.
Enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Oh, and then they just fucked off in a pair of balls.
Did I get a fillet of fish this week? No, I did not.
Fillet.
Devila and Popola are
When the fuck is the last time you even had
They do
that?
seem to be putting
I've never had
a
one.
great deal
You
Oh,
okay,
I guess
Vice?
I know what I'm getting you for
How
Christmas.
odd. For long years, my mind and tongue
I'm gonna
have been my
mail you
greatest
a fillet of
assets.
fish sandwich.
But now the
One
latter
that's been
seems to be
Talk Ninja approved.
Well,
Mhm.
Vice?
Pack that
do
bad
not
boy
look at me
up.
like that. I am Grimoire Vice. I am perfectly.
He should die and then unceremoniously fall out of the sky like a book.
I think I hear a waltz.
Oh, a waltz! Wow, that's great. Oh my
Wow.
God. Imagine writing that dialogue. I think I hear a waltz.
What's wrong with that? He thinks he hears a waltz, and he did. He was correct.
I mean, yeah, it's just a weird thing to point out when you're in the final level and stakes are high. I think I hear a waltz. The way he said it.
Well, how would you say it?
Certainly is a grand affair.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, what the fuck is that noise? What are we going up against next? Oh, dancing ghosts? Are we in the haunted mansion, bitch? Oh my god. And shades are gonna crash the party? The ghosts don't give a fuck?
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Damn, this is like Beast's
Yeah, it's a bit late
ballroom.
for that.
Oh yeah, kind of. Oh fuck.
Oh, that level, not the battle music, the level music in Kingdom Hearts 2 for Beast's Castle was a waltz.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's appropriate for a place like this, apparently. A ballroom.
Well, so much for the waltz. Especially with you fucking killing shades.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Jesus.
Why
Messed
don't
up.
you use your Vice nuke on every enemy?
I mean, I kind of am using them all the time. I'm just like holding the machine gun Vice button all the time.
Well, you need to call in the Vice nuke, and then it obliterates all the enemies in the area.
Yeah, that does sound cool. Jesus.
I see Emil floating, doing nothing.
He's casting spells.
Oh, there, now I see a little purple thing.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he drop his nuke? Why doesn't he fire his laser?
Because he only does that in the cutscene.
Oh, what, he doesn't want to fucking massacre another village? Oh, well.
Big deal, buddy. You're gonna have to get over it. I should use one of these, probably.
What the fuck was that? You obtained something?
Yeah, you get words. Yeah, and you can put the words on your weapons to, like, give yourself little buffs. Like you get like a increase to item drop rate or increase to strength and stuff like that, magic defense, whatever you want. You can do that stuff.
Don't spoil things that haven't happened yet, bro.
Yeah, I could tell that you used your text or your speech to text because it got some things wrong there.
Everything is wrong. Every single word of what you said is wrong. Whatever, how's that dude's name? Who the fuck is Luke Skywalker? Or what he says at the, end of, The Last Jedi. That movie sucked, but it was cool seeing Mark Hamill be a badass for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was cool seeing him fucking suck a monster's teeth for some blue milk.
That does sound cool.
Oh my god, he drank the blue milk and now we serve blue milk at the fucking Star Wars place at Disneyland. Oh my god. Endless trash. Oh. See, it's just a health potion, but they didn't want to call it a potion. That's normal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to... Gotta be original, you know? It's important. Don't you think?
Yeah, but it's like a distinction without a difference. It makes me think of something Ark had made me realize about health in video games, and that it's basically it's not a measure of vitality of a character, although that's what they want you to think of it as, because that's more interesting and cool. But really, health is how many times you're allowed to fuck up in a video game, how many times the developers are granting you permission to make mistakes in the game. And if they give you health potions, that means they're giving you more chances to do things correctly. It's a very abstract way of looking at health, but it was interesting to me that it stuck with me.
Get back here.
They won't stop coming.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Cover my ass.
I will.
Because my underwear sure aren't. Ha! Oh, fucking
Damn, that was good. That's pretty funny.
Vice.
Oh, right. Protect the hustle,
Oh,
yes?
I am a
Fine,
book.
let's go.
I am still a book.
It's not a fucking magazine, though.
Oh, I put a bookmark in my asshole, and I was like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Kaine, hurry.
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Maybe you should fuse with the door and then shatter yourself. Instant shatter yourself. And then we can get through.
Maybe, yeah. That'd be good.
When she was a stone, there's probably somebody in the library who was like checking out the statue and like looking up the dress and all that.
Yeah, probably.
You sexy statue. Me like you. Is the door open? Why'd she stop unlocking it?
She's still working on it, I think. You can see her over here. She's like working on it.
Oh, I was looking at the other door.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh lol, I was working on the wrong door the whole time. Haha, alright, now I'm working on the right door.
No, you idiot! What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool!
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Oh, Shadow Lord, oh.
It's a bunch of balls.
Is she going to die again?
She's getting smothered by balls. No.
Are they laughing?
These things are freaking me out.
They're balls shooting out balls. Oh my god.
Yeah, this game's all about orbs and balls.
What's wrong?
Is it balls 3D?
Get up, Kaine.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Oh, it's the Shadow Duke. He's like below the Shadow Lord. He is the master of balls.
And there's the Shadow Comptroller as well.
Oh, I'm sucking these balls. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh my god, they turned into a big boar.
We don't need forgiveness.
Why not turn into a
asshole.
giant pair of hands where you can restrain these guys?
I guess that would be pretty cool.
Why not mutate into 3 pairs of handcuffs, and they can't attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see that.
Kaine, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Let's just kill some shit and move on.
Yeah.
Damn shit.
I thought he said damn shit.
Damn shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's got armor now. Oh, he's resurrecting. What the?
You can hurt this thing?
Fuck! Oh no!
I can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep
Yeah,
going!
that fog is really distracting.
Let's go.
It is. Alright, maybe we just leave.
This way. Move.
Let's go.
But you didn't get the XP from that battle, though.
Damn it. I'm gonna be a low level forever now.
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Oh, that's easy for you to say, flying skeleton boy.
I know, yeah. He's got it easy. I have to, like, jump and dash around.
Somebody made sure the staircase was covered in boxes before you got here.
Gigantic crates full of nothing. Shadow Lord was moving stuff. That's why there's crates everywhere.
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Damn it. Not
Attack
again.
incoming!
I predict Emil and Kaine are gonna die, and Yona is also gonna die. And then you're gonna reset you're gonna do like a Mortal Kombat reset the entire world,
Uh-huh.
and then do it right this time.
Okay. Interesting. How many channel points you want to bet, bro?
14.
Alright, you're on.
The shit Disaster Squad saying makes no fucking sense. It's like he's watching somebody stream Curse 3, which he probably is. Talking about spoilers and then slightly moving instead of standing there.
He's talking about when Kaine opened the door and then turned around and there was like the big ball thing.
Oh.
There's the thing. And she's like, uh-oh.
Oh, I guess we died. Oh well.
How are we gonna get out of this one?
And Davila were right. We were a bunch of little gimpy warriors who can't even beat a stupid fucking pig.
What the? It's the king.
Go right.
Oh yeah.
they're all gonna die now, and it's your fault because they had to save you, and now their blood is on your hands. If 3 special warriors can't beat this thing, then like 7
You are correct.
NPC soldiers sure as hell aren't going to.
I don't know. They took it out pretty well with those spears in the cutscene, at least.
It had a type weakness to piercing.
Yeah, yeah.
Piercing weapon.
Exactly.
And you're over here using slashing, bro.
I just refuse to use the weakness. We gotta go.
Ah! Oh!
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it!
Oh, is this the thing that killed the girl? No, that was a wolf, wasn't it?
It was a wolf, yeah.
Damn, it's like Riku sealing the door on
Open the
himself.
door!
Order
You
dog.
can't fight that
Exactly.
thing on your own!
Holy shit. Oh my god. Now I love this game. Except Riku's actually cool. I'm looking at that arm. I don't know if he, like, does he even lift? Bro? They all died immediately.
Yeah. Slap him.
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira.
Ass,
Let him die
ass.
for nothing.
Right there. Right
Come
there,
on.
ass.
Come on, dude.
My friend.
Come on, man.
Fucking corset on the ass. What the ass is going on?
I need some heals, bro. All my heals at.
Oh, do I hear another waltz going on?
What the fuck is that fucking noise? Oh my god. It sounds like a fucking waltz, but I don't know. That'd be fucking weird if there was a fucking waltz going on.
I hear somebody going ham on a piano. As
Yeah.
the vocals have kicked in. They're getting closer to death.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
god.
fucking die.
What are you shooting at? I heard him shooting at something.
Why can't Emil be shown eating something? Or,
Well, like
or
hamburger or
functioning. Yeah, functioning as a nutcracker. He kind of looks like one.
Oh yeah,
Big
yeah.
ol' Mouth.
Hey, what if they made an Emil nutcracker for Christmas? Be cool.
Oh shit, the council, bro.
The Council of Two.
Devila. Popola.
Oh, is this the old world?
Kind of looks like it.
Looks like that store, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Oh, so humanity was like trying to do all this, but they also invented floating books. That's pretty cool.
Got some documents. We'll have to read those later.
Vice! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact... Oh no.
Yeah,
They're actually
sometimes
shades.
the
Oh my
truth
god,
can be
holy
a
shit.
real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it?
Oh, they're like nobodies,
You
bro.
aren't
Oh my
human.
god.
Yeah, yeah.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once
See, and that's
a
what happens when a
human
person loses their heart. They become a heartless, but it also creates, as a byproduct, a nobody. So this game is totally ripping off Kingdom Hearts, which is like the same. Well, I don't know if Square Enix made this game. They published it at least.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy,
made this?
huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
The original was made by a company called Cavia. It was published by Square Enix. I think this remake was a different... It's like Toy Logic or something. And then it also had... they had Yoko Taro working on it. Because he's like the NieR guy and Drakengard guy. And then Platinum worked on Automata. So it's kind of weird. It's like they're all sorts of different developers, but Yoko Taro's been at every one. They might have had like also some other people, not just Yoko Taro, that worked on them.
Wait.
Sorry,
It was
but
probably
we're
made
gonna
by
be needing
One
that
Play
shell
Go
of
on
yours.
Amazon.
The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
You start getting video games on Amazon made by all these fucking companies.
Yeah, yeah.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your
Kinda
own
could have snuck
motives,
off during this
your own
conversation and found
desires.
Yona, and then been
And we
like,
have
"Hey, bitch, I
ours.
got Yona. Let's
I
get the
fear
fuck
it
out of
really
here."
is just that simple.
And then you run.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Oh, which one's which? Do you know?
I think Devila is more of a
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm nothing like you.
More of a free spirit. Popola is more buttoned down, but Popola gets crazy when she drinks. And Devila likes to sing and play guitar or something. Look, it's their song. They're singing it. Just like Pyre.
Oh, so when one of them's knocked out, then they're part of the song. That track is removed.
That's how it should go. That'd be cool.
Yeah, there's a boss battle in an action RPG with a whole band performing in the background, and if you accidentally hit one of the members and kill them, their track of the song cuts out.
Yeah, yeah.
The drummer and the drum track's gone.
That would be pretty clever, you have to admit.
I guess it wouldn't work here because they share a health bar.
Actually, we're just fighting one at one right now. I think we're fighting Popola, probably.
Devila?
Oh, Stepla, fuck. It was 50-50 and I was wrong.
Oh, they aren't wearing dresses. Well, Popola is, and it looks like she's wearing bell bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Popola.
Bro, I wear an
Are you
outfit that's
crying?
the same color as my hair. Okay?
Don't die!
Don't
You know,
die.
Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh God,
We're twins.
I can't
What?
stop it. This world is too lonely for one
there was
without
more.
a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
After she tried to kill
Popola,
us.
wait! It doesn't have to. No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Damn, okay. I've only been tuning in and out and then
Don't do this, Popola.
have already seen 10 scenes of somebody holding someone dying. That's an exaggeration, I think. It's been like maybe 2 or 3.
The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this.
Oh, the
I don't
ball.
want to fight
Oh my
her.
god.
She's
Holy
like
shit.
vomiting balls out.
Fighting. It's
This
the
is
only way.
bullet hell. Oh my god. Is there a difference between the purple and the red, or is it visual?
Yeah, there is. The red are ones you can nullify with your own projectiles.
Damn, you are getting fucked up, bro.
She's hard, dude. Just gotta face tank it, I guess. There we go. We did it.
Oh, well now you've killed 2 people.
stopping
Don't
ever.
you feel like an asshole? Oh my god.
The bridge.
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an
Bridge.
idea.
Oh, well, why didn't you do that? That would have given Andy a lot of... He just does that, man.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become.
You look so out of
There's
place
something else
with
there
that
now.
background. You're in a
Something
completely
like
different fucking
pride,
world.
you
It's
know?
like you're in New Donk City.
I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil!
And she just boop you away with that spell.
Yes.
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn.
I'm now in the void.
I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Holy shit.
That was cool.
Oh my god.
Just deleted the whole scenery there.
That was a very calculated risk. He could have obliterated the other 3 if they weren't out of range.
Well, he knew that would work. Very smart.
Erases everything within the sphere.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's the Shadow Lord, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, there's Yona.
It's made of fucking water.
Let's go.
She accidentally kills him. Oh shit, now I have to save the world myself.
Whoops. Kicked him a little too hard.
I push him out the fucking window there.
Yeah, let's check out those documents we got. Where are those?
Well, how can you believe them if they're from the enemy?
I mean, let's just read them. Project Gestalt. As noted in the previous report, implementation of the Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilization repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer 21, codename Popola. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed. With some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority and looks likely to continue for some time. Observer 22, codenamed Devila. Shorthand minutes of case 23, Emergency Response Conference, Committee Special Meeting. Issue, observed upward trend in relapses, noted and discussed. Issue, acceleration of restoration schedule approved. Debate over using codename NieR for human restoration schedule. Report, preparations to launch Vice decoding system for above. So NieR was the codename for the human restoration schedule, and Vice was the decoding system for above. I guess it's, I don't know, whatever. Order collection of guidance and release code for Phobos alongside Vice launch. Okay. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems that the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its sister, the relapsed case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. So the original, I guess we can assume, is the character from the very beginning of the game, the intro.
But he didn't eat the cookie, bro.
Yeah, no one ate it. It just fell on the ground. And now it's covered in rats. Nobody will ever eat the cookie.
Used color.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, if there's a grimoire vice, is there a grimoire vice? And it's a book that's not amazing.
What's that?
If there's a grimoire vice, is there a grimoire nice?
Oh,
Is
I'm
that the opposite of vice?
I mean, no, there's not. But there is a grimoire chartreuse.
What the hell's a used coloring book for?
Well, okay, so we know that these shades are the humans, right? They're what the humans turned into. So, who would have a used coloring book? Probably a child, right? So these are children.
So do you use it for anything?
Oh, you mean like in the game?
Yeah.
I think it's there's some shit that you use for like crafting, or there's like quests where you need like 3 watermelons or whatever, coloring books. But that in particular, I don't know if it has any use. You might just sell it. I really don't know.
I think you've gone beyond the beyond, bro. There's no selling anymore. You are
Well,
so fucked.
What if we were to start
absolutely
earlier
not.
in the game and with all of our items somehow?
That is cheating.
It could happen. Hey, it could happen.
Why, why the hell would any shop want to use the coloring book?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they want to know what colors they used to use in the old world.
I guess.
Maybe.
Use coloring book. That's like buying an empty box of crackers.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, it is kind of like that.
The thing's already been enjoyed. Why would you want its carcass?
Yeah.
Zoomed in with your eyes.
Yona!
I'm the Shadow Lord, bitch. My guess is he's the original looking from the beginning. Oh shit, but now he's become Satan for some reason.
Because he went fucking Gestalt mode, bro.
He should have eaten the cookie.
It's all because of the cookie.
Yo, I'm a red shade, bitch.
This ends
I'm
here.
a level
Strike
96
hard.
shade.
Hold
Fuck
nothing
you.
back.
Hell, here we go. Oh my god. The end of the book.
How could NieR 2
It's Grimoire Noir.
against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
None of these balls flying around accidentally hit Yona and kill her. That would be awful.
That would be awful. That would really suck. It would make everything worthless, you know? Or pointless, I guess.
Don't relax yet. It's not over.
Be careful!
I know.
Wow, he killed a hologram of a book.
Yeah.
I like how in the hologram, though, he made himself bigger than Vice to flex on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what you would do if you were trying to intimidate your opponent, right?
Is that a bunch of boxes against the wall back there? Oh my god. Bro,
Yeah.
dude in these boxes.
He loves boxes.
Vice, you alright?
I'm as fit as a fit.
Seen a lot lot of lasers going towards the bed.
Yona's really sleepy. She can't even hear what's going on right now. We did it.
I still saw health in that health bar, bro.
I guess you're right, yeah. It's probably not over.
Yeah, don't walk to her or anything.
Brother?
Yoda.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to. I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Oh, now you're fucked. You are fucked.
Uh-oh. Big mistake. Yeah, Yona ate a sandwich. You missed it.
Cut! Watch over Yoda for me.
Yeah, watch over her as Vice shoots lasers right fucking next to her.
Like, directly at her, basically.
Think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my
I don't
friends.
sympathize with
If
shit.
someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this!
Let's finish this shit, bruh.
Vice is doing all the work. You're just running around like an idiot.
Because of my weapon choice, it's not very good for fighting aerial opponents.
You're making Vice
You're freaking me
do
out
all the
here,
work
Vice.
as he's dying.
That's not very nice, I guess, if you when you put it like that.
Not very grimoire nice to grimoire Vice. Sucky, sucky, dicky, licky.
Sucky, sucky, dicky, licky.
No bother. One moment, please.
Yeah, there we go. Finally.
Fine, just fine.
Oh, as the
Right
Amazon
moment.
commercial comes up.
It
They really want to
seems
push
some
Amazon.
headstrong idiot has
They know that you're
decided to push
boycotting
me
them?
beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
It's all advertising a bunch of lights for a house. I don't have a house.
Joking.
I don't need
hate
fucking
cookbooks.
strands of lights and big ass
But
candy canes and a
let's go.
projector for a
Out of the
garage.
way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
What about Vicey?
Yeah, that's good too. He likes that one too.
I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Why not call him Grim for short?
I don't know. He lost all of his powers.
He flew up the Shadow Lord's asshole.
I have a
He
reason to live.
flew right into his asshole. You flop over.
Oops. Ow.
Why can't Kaine store Yona? I don't get why she has to protect her now. I mean, I get it from a design standpoint, but I don't get why she can't help you in this fight now when Yona was perfectly fine alone on the bed.
Hmm. It's a good point. Guess they fucked up.
God damn, this is like a clone killing the original.
Yeah. It is.
That's savage.
Begun the Clone Wars has.
And then the building starts shaking and it's a fucking earthquake and everybody dies.
Why would that happen? That'd be stupid.
Because there's no shortage to the bad stuff happening. Everybody's fucking dying and, well, I guess Yona's here now, maybe.
Look at all the lamps. He's like
Fucking boxes and lamps. What the shit?
it's like it's like a furniture showroom. That's what it looks like.
Well, I noticed she pulled the curtains open to release the shade.
Yeah.
So they need this dim light to see, but not bright enough to get rid of the shade.
They need light and oxygen, hence the lamps and the trees, I guess. I don't know.
They ordered a lot of that from Amazon.
All right?
Yeah.
How the fuck would I know?
Oh God.
She was possessed by a goddamn shade and she's passed out. Oh, and look who's back.
He's a Force ghost now.
Oh.
Where are you? Are you okay?
When you hear Emil, too.
Hey,
I'm here too!
Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
How do I do that?
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
More Vice.
You love Sir Space capital P.
You love Devila.
Phobos.
No, that's wrong.
R2
Incorrect.
done. That's who she loves.
And she just believes you, whatever you say.
Is that you?
Ass. Ass.
Come on, bro. Stop looking at Kaine's ass.
And this outfit is basically what Kaine wears. Not Kaine, Namine.
Oh, yeah.
But with bows. And a similar hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
And Door to Darkness, bro. D2D.
That's right.
Been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Now, how the fuck do we get back to the village?
You and your sister. You have a good life, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm too cool and edgy to be part of this sappy bullshit.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey.
Was she ever healed of the scroll? Yona, not Kaine.
Yeah, I think when she was captured by the Shadow Lord and then had the Shade possess her, I think that probably cured it.
I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light.
Like that was just a result of her body like wanting to be reunited with its shade or whatever.
Oh, okay. So Kaine would have to find her shade to heal her scroll.
Well, no, hers is different. It's not quite. Her body is like possessed by the shade, but like it's not the same thing. It's not the Black Scroll, I don't think. It's just like they're both kind of like she lost her limbs and now the shade took their place. That's kind of what's going on.
Bro, like, damn.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get back home?
Walked. Oh, it's flashback.
Thank you. I love it. It's so sunny today.
And a new glance on him.
It sure is.
Is that the supposed to be Yona aged?
Yeah.
Or okay, because I don't remember what the girl from the store looks like.
I mean, she looks like Yona, pretty much.
She had blonde hair too.
It was just white, I think.
Did the boy from the store have white hair too?
Yes.
Big ups to Barbara Goodson.
Yeah. Bastian Spiegel. Who else? Chris Farmer, big ups. Assistant manager, customer support. DC Douglas, that's the voice of Grimoire Noir.
This is interesting. It's everybody's name alphabetized. Their position be damned.
Yes, yeah, that's how Valve did it for a while. I don't know if they still do that. Although they didn't have the title there too, like in parentheses. They just had the names there, I think.
Well, bro, I need to know who the supervisor of operations support is in a Valve game. What the hell?
I mean, yeah, it's important stuff.
I saw Heather Hogan for Yona. Is that a famous voice actor?
I never really heard of her. She might be though. It's possible I just never saw something that she was in. John Ricciardi. He works for 8.4, the localization house. He used to work for EGM too, I think.
You killed Devila and Popolo.
Well, that's true.
And Emil.
Well, I wouldn't say killed.
And that dude from the Rules Land and his little band of soldiers, they're all dead too, thanks to you. You know they did not win that fight.
Kyle McCarley, question marks. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
They could put something on the right, like a little Yona animation.
That'd be fun,
something.
yeah. So what do you think so far? I mean, we're not done obviously, but were some of your questions answered at least?
Yeah, but something tells me the second playthrough is going to be equally confusing.
Okay.
And that playthrough's ending is going to be big weird. Something else. Something. Grimoire Nut, maybe, comes into play.
The secret third Grimoire.
He's in charge of repopulating the world with humans.
Oh yeah. He's a sex machine. I'm Grimoire Nut. I'm ready to fuck.
Oh damn! First violin right there. Hell yeah.
Damn. Okay. First
Second violin.
Oh yeah. Look at that. All the violins are here.
Cello.
Cello.
Guitar.
Yep.
Another cello.
Yeah.
A red bag woman.
All of the vocals, I don't know if you noticed or care, but all the vocals are in a made-up language for the music. It's meant to sound like a language that, you know, like a language from 1300 years ago or 1400 years ago or whatever. It would be very different from the language that the characters speak, so that's what it's meant to, like, sound like, I guess.
No, I didn't notice that. Player first half English. What?
The younger NieR voice actor, I think. That's Route A in the bag. You can see it on the right there. It shows you what endings you got.
Alright, time to throw this game away. Moving on to third birthday.
No, ending B. Load your clear data after completing the game to experience Kaine's story. Uh-oh. You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to the options menu. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. Change music has been added to the game settings option or section of the options menu. Wow, so we change their outfits and we can play again. What the heck is going on here? I guess we'll start up this file and you can kind of get a taste of what it's going to be like, maybe. Let's build as Kaine's story. Oh, you gonna fell down.
So it's gonna be a lot of fucking swearing.
Yeah, it's just way different. It's just like it's like a fucking unrated like grindhouse movie or something.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
In the universe where the spell goes wrong and she dies. Stone.
I don't want to live in that universe.
Turns the stone to water, and then the water it just turns into water and evaporates.
Kaine's dreams. Discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. We got a novel. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Then wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped from the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. "What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home?" Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated and impossible destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. I'm a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy, he's been eating Slim Jims. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, and choosing instead to stare at the weather vane, continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was rapt on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow, he screams, leaping to his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining, ain't no one ever died from scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one, that thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why don't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossin'. You got a duty to fight until your last breath, understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not, don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't— Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more.
Oh my god, she duped the lunar tears. What the f—
She's using the dupe glitch. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping.
You'll be sucked.
No. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers using its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with the delicate work. But it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are, what a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma, her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough, even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life, oh. Got more words. In the distance. I forgot how many words there were. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so we can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with the chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the Eyrie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to that task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and had soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. And my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and
My logs are all...
You can take that out of context if you wanted to. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Beast! Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that! Just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey, lady. Oh my god. Wonder if it was the old lady who farted. Hey, lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby ass cheeks, shook in bewildered anger. How dared this thing speak to me? They seemed to say. But Kaine Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right, before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed. Ew, that's cringe, bro. Expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with the label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, and leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder or a lump of clay or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before, and it makes me want to go on so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself into Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Oh god.
Oh my fuck god, are you kidding?
Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed of mostly cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead of walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're going to be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you'd become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot, and I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No, oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. It smells like poop. The creature bellowed again, this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me, let's go. The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her house from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small...
like a raid boss level fucking novel, right?
Yeah, that's true. It is a lot. I forgot how much there was. She spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. But before she could advance more than a few steps, the Shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air and before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up, 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 now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the Shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The Shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the Shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The Shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap in her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The Shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the Shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded.
Shit.
It smells
like dog shit.
It's like poop and shit and blood and all that bad stuff. Convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Is it still the same game? It was like, I was in like 15 minutes ago and it was this. I mean, yeah. We're still reading. Yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with the deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, and the flames. All of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it, 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 kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
Die. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Stuff was happening.
The beast
Oh, we have to fight a boss. Shit.
Oh, I know.
It's Kaine's grandma.
Unfortunately, we do not get to play as Kaine. We still have to play as NieR for the section. Which kind of sucks, but you know.
Have the weapon you had in the last fight.
I do. It's almost...
That doesn't even make any sense. Like,
yeah. It's like we just straight up time traveled.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Strike it down. Kill it. Yeah. Choke it out.
So, what human was that, Shade?
It was President Nixon.
It was Fred Fox.
Fucking hell, dude.
Oh,
Kaine's dreams encounter. Gently, weakly, softly, the shades, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever.
Amazon commercial, fuck yeah.
No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No, don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I look like that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house, and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Ha 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 ha! Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wow! Oh god, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before.
Oh my god, you don't even get to play as Kaine. Sit through this and you don't even get to play as...
In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. "Stop," she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. "Stop." The black ooze hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. "Ah, what the hell, Sunshine?" screamed the voice. "We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die." Grandma said, "Can't die yet." A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. "That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die." Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of shades, burn itself into her left arm. "Well, I'll be damned," said the voice cheerfully. "Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now." Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of the body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. "Stop. Gotta stop." Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. "Come on, don't fight it," pleaded the voice. "Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and..." Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body." "Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead." Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. "Ha, stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back." The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. "Possessed?" whispered Kaine. "Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now." Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is it because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? "So, listen," purred the voice. "I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill, I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine, no more pain." "Wait," said Kaine, "you're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade?" "What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well." Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. "So, how about it? You and me, we could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want..." "Fuck off, asshole," muttered Kaine. "I'll handle the killing." "Ha ha ha!" screamed the voice. "Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour." Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. "Yeah," she said. "Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it." "Ha!" laughed Tyron. "I have shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back." The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. "It feels perfectly normal," she thought. "It feels like mine." Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. "I am not a shade, I am Kaine." Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry, but I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, and the people of the Eyrie arose to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Emil is Kaine's grandma. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, but why is she like almost naked though? Explain that.
I mean, we could talk about that a little bit.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Ask. Right there.
Yep, it's right there.
Back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
5 years. Oh, okay. I'm not shocked or bothered by that at all.
She's pondering.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
The
Is that
Shadow Lord.
Lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious.
Bro, you played this part. What
Please
the fuck
try to
is
understand.
going on?
People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's crap.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
Oh wait, here they're
No
wearing
one's
some
sleeping
white
outside.
apron thing on their front.
Yeah, I guess they don't have that in the end of the game.
You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People
Okay.
are afraid of us.
I mean, you know,
And really, I understand.
because they're not
I mean,
cooking
look at
food or something. I don't know.
As long as you're still with
I don't know why they
us,
had those.
I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Let's turn in. I'm just trying to get to a save point. Trying to get out of the
Didn't get much
cutscenes.
sleep that night.
Oh my god, it's gonna recount everything
For the
you've
first
done
time in
up
my
to that
life, I
point.
hated Devil.
Through to the Shadow Lord. And then it's like an infinite cycle.
Just it's just all the cutscenes and up until that point.
But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Uh-huh.
Really, how can I blame Devil and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Yep.
They're roasting weenies on a campfire.
Yeah, they're having fun.
And then he eats the weenie.
Mhm.
His big fucking skeleton mouth.
He
Chops.
like a nutcracker. It's like nom nom nom. Just like mashes it up.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that...
Why don't you let them stay at your house?
Campfires are weird.
They're not allowed in the village. Oh, you mean like secretly?
So happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Look, they're camping out.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know.
They're there.
I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Polished you with a special
Yeah.
cloth?
Yeah.
What the
It didn't
fuck,
really
bro?
do much except make you all shiny.
Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk,
Yeah,
right?
now we can chew.
Hey,
chew
so
stuff.
why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade
It just
possession
replays
thing.
those fucking stories from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh God.
My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was, no matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
No.
That gives me an idea.
Nah, she's whatever.
Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Good one.
Wouldn't water erode the stone?
I don't think you consider that. Just watching him like a freak. So, yeah, so they alluded to something in the story and in that scene there. That's not really like it's not obvious in this translation.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
But apparently in the original text of that like novel that we read,
What might that be?
I
It's
don't.
Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the black scrawl and died when I was little.
Shit, hold on.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
I don't want to do this. This is like battles you can do. You play as the dad NieR from the PS3 game.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Fuck. You can just leave, I think. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I'll do it some other time.
Why are you
Is that
standing
something
about
new
like
for
a
this version of the game?
weenie?
Yes, it is.
Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Let's not.
Damn, the true protagonist, right there.
Yeah. I think it sounds like the same voice actor too. I don't know if they got him back for this. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, in the original text of that novel stuff, the children who were bullying Kaine were like ripping off her clothes, and they were demanding, they're like, show us whether you're a boy or a girl. So apparently she was like, she's intersex, which means that, I think it means that you have the attributes of both sexes.
Something wrong?
Whatever that means, and it's not really super obvious in the translation. They kind of removed some of that stuff.
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
But that's what they were referring to when they're like, you're a freak and all that stuff. And her, that when she said her body's different. So there you go.
Making me think of the Testament thing.
Well,
this is different.
I think it's different, like, because genderless is just the way they refer to testament in the text, in terms of like the pronouns. But I mean, this is, I think it's a physical thing, but I mean, that's really all I know, and you'd have to like look up information on what intersex is and come to your own conclusions about that. I really don't know too much about it, so we'll just leave it there, I guess. That's it for now.
I could go for another story.
Oh, well, you know what? Let's just keep going then. Let's just break it out.
Fucking.